We have a very special guest to begin our morning. We were covering it live at this time, pretty much the golden moment at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. And there are scenes of Camryn Rogers as she was presented with that gold medal from the women's hammer throw. Richmond, BC's big star athlete, gold medalist, world champion. She had that incredible shot, Canadian record. She bested her own record, obviously her personal best. And well, there's lots to talk about in that throw. So look who is with us this morning to talk all about it. I'm so happy to see you again.
Hi.
I'm not there in front of you as we were in Paris, but hi, Camryn. It's Heather
my gosh,
here.
Heather.
How are you? How are things? No, here's a better.
It's so good to chat with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so good.
Yeah, well, I was going to say this is a better way to phrase it. How are you? How are things on cloud nine, Camryn?
They're pretty good. I feel like it's been 24 hours since I've competed, and it definitely has not fully hit me yet, but the love and the support from everyone absolutely has. And I think that I've felt this huge flood of all these emotions, and knowing that there is a huge community that has backed me throughout my whole career, being able to bring this medal home for them just means the absolute world to me.
Hold that up again. We're going to talk about so many things, but you have just come from receiving that medal. So hold it up. Now, you're no stranger to the gold medal. You're getting quite a collection. But tell me, as you look at that one, how it looks to you and how that one feels and what it means specifically.
Ooh. I think this medal, for me, represents so much, especially since I was here in Tokyo 4 years ago for my first Olympic team, and I was the youngest finalist out there competing. And I think to see how far I've come in 4 years not only makes me really, of course, just happy about my progression and proud of the work that my coach and I have put in, but also to be able to receive this medal and breaking the 80-meter barrier, which for women's hammer throw is a very significant mark, being the fourth woman ever to do it, and to do it in a major championship when it counts the most. These are the moments that you dream of and that you train for, that you train day in, day out, every single day for. And it just, to be able to do it with my family in the stands and with everyone here just showing me all the love, it's truly, I couldn't have imagined a better night and a better competition and a better result.
We're looking again at the pictures from that last night, and it was our morning, and we were showing them live and watching those celebrations and the embraces and the joy and that moment with your coach, Coach Mo. Let's talk about throwing over 80 for the first time in Coach Mo, throwing over 80 for the first time in your life. The strategy, but what you were thinking as you let that fly. And as you watched it land at that incredible mark, Camryn, just tell me about all of that.
So I think going into this competition, we wanted to try to make a statement early on. We wanted to be able to come in strong and just keep getting big throws out there. And my first throw was 78 meters, which was pretty close to what my previous personal best was. And so, but it felt very easy. It felt very effortless. And so I kind of ran over to my coach. He said, "That's it, go for it. Just take the throw, believe in everything that we've trained for, and just go." And I think that moment where it all came together when I released the hammer and I saw it fly, like, sometimes you don't know how that throw is going to go, but the moment the hammer left my hands, I just knew in my heart that it was going to be a good throw. And I think when I saw it land and saw how far it was, I immediately, I started yelling. I was jumping everywhere. I was just so excited. And to see the 80 pop up on the screen too, felt at first I didn't believe it. And then once it sunk in a second, I just crumbled to the ground. I mean, it's just that distance that I've had in my head for so many years of thinking and believing that I could even come close to achieving it and then surpassing it and doing it in a major championship to defend my world title. Like, it was just the most surreal, amazing moment just that I could have asked for.
That's beautiful. You're right. To do it is wonderful. But in the moment, when it matters most, That's just extraordinary. And people should understand it's difficult to win. It is doubly difficult to repeat. And you've just done it on the world stage again. I am wondering, cracking that 80-meter milestone is huge, but is the number 82.98 in your mind now? That's the world record. Only one other woman has thrown farther than you ever in hammer,
That is
Camryn.
the world record.
Is that
Yeah.
now the next goal? Is that where you start to focus?
I think I think my coach and I had a few minutes to even think back and reflect on the competition. We like to do like a season breakdown kind of at the end of the year. And I know that conversation's coming soon, but the few moments that we got to share talking about the competition, what he saw, what I felt, I told him that throw just felt like everything connected. And I think for myself, still being 26, being very young in this sport, still feeling like there is still more in the tank for me to leave out there on the field. I think being able to keep pushing that mark further and further out is going to be where, we set our sights for the next few years, definitely on the way to the LA 2028 games. And so there's a lot that we have up and coming in our plans. There's a lot that we have when we think about our future seasons and training together as a team. And I'm really excited to see how much further I can go, because I don't know what my limit is, but I'm excited to see how much more I can leave out there in that circle.
Limitless, it seems, already with the Canadian record, and you just keep shattering your own Canadian record. Let me ask, I don't know if you had a chance to celebrate with all of Team Rogers there, your mom, your stepdad there. Maybe you've had to defer that. Are you gonna be celebrating all of this, Camryn, now?
Oh, yeah. I think, we're staying an extra week together in Tokyo, which I think is going to be so nice. I've barely seen them this year. It's been a lot of travel, a lot of very intense, high-level training. And so I think to be able to celebrate the moment together is going to be really special, especially since 4 years ago, they were throwing a watch party for me and, cheering me on from home as I competed here in Tokyo. And now to share this moment together is going to make everything just extra special. So Team Rogers is here in full swing. We definitely are going to, there are many more hugs and many more tears that I think we have to share together. And I'm excited for every single minute of that experience that I get to share with them here and with this medal.
It's a beautiful medal. Can I ask you one thing before you go? And I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I'm going to show a picture to our viewers. Evan Dunphy, who of course has his own gold medal, you and he in the same track club, which is amazing. But he posted a picture of Ethan Katzberg watching you win your gold. And Ethan is competing for his gold today.
Wait, really?
Yes, it's a great picture. He's watching you do so well yesterday. What are your projections for him today, Camryn?
Ooh, Ethan's so sweet. He texted me tonight, and he texted me before. I'm pretty sure he went out to start warming up and said, congratulations. And I messaged him back and just said, I cannot wait to be cheering you on. You will hear me screaming in the stands tonight as you go and just throw super duper far. I think it's going to be a very, very high intensity competition. I think there's going to be a lot of far throws, and these are the environments where I think Ethan just flourishes. I think it's going to be an amazing competition for him. I'm so excited to be able to watch him for every single round that he has to deliver out there tonight, and I'll be the one out there screaming, so you'll know it's me.
For so many screaming for you, and boy, did you deliver. It was dominant, and it was wonderful to watch. And the only thing better is to watch your smile. I love speaking to you, Camryn. I love your joy. It's radiating here all the way from Tokyo. Congratulations to you and your team. Gold at the Worlds in 2023, gold in Paris in 2024, gold in Tokyo at the Worlds again in 2025. What a champion. Thank you, Camryn Rogers. It's great to have time with you.
Thank you so much, Heather.